chance to the pledge, so I'm sorry I missed it, but I just want to say, and swear in the firefighters, but it was wonderful to see them. I'm grateful for their service and for all of our first responders. Mayor, thanks for your leadership in the community. It was good to hear your words there, and to the council president and Councilman Marino and Councilwoman Whitgo, and I'm looking forward to swearing in my good friend Janie here in a second. Councilman Devlin and Councilman Manny, thank you so much. I want to thank everyone for their service. I do want to take a minute to do what you just did, Mayor, and remember all those we've lost over the last year, especially COVID, and it's been a tough road for the community, but as you said, I'm optimistic this year will be better. I also do want to take a moment to honor the life and work of Ed Rogan, who, a former council member and mayor and borough council for the last 25 years. Everybody knew Ed and knew about his leadership, and he did such a wonderful job in this community. I know we lost him at the end of the month, but he just did so much to give back, and I just want to take my minute to recognize him. And I know that everyone in Closter feels the same, from parks to housing to the church. I know everybody and all will miss Ed deeply. I always love coming to Closter because it's communities like this that really are the backbone of Jersey. There's so much. I was just driving through the downtown, thinking just so many great small businesses and people who care. And you think about this last year or last 2 years now, and how everyone just looked out for each other. It's not a question of partisan politics, and I think I'm always so impressed by Closter, how you come together and don't worry about the party label. What you care about is getting things done for the people you represent, and I think that's the way it should be. And just solving problems for people, filling potholes and streets paved, and making sure the water is clean, the schools are good. That's the job. And President Kennedy talked about how these things always are much harder than they look in running our communities, and it's true. The real governing happens at the local level, and so much the day to day. And listen, this community is so lucky to have Janie Chung and Alyssa Latner and so many others helping to run the community and to make sure that life's affordable, and we look out for our seniors and look out for our families. And Closter is rated safer than 97% of towns in the nation. I saw that stat. I thought it was an amazing stat. The great schools and great law enforcement, firefighters and EMS, and clean streets. Such a great place to work and live and raise a family. And so I'm honored to represent all of you as well, and to do my part. But really, it's the citizens who do their part and who look out for each other, but vote and make sure they pick great elected officials. And they do a wonderful job. And I just want to thank you for guiding us through such trying times. And I'm just really, really grateful for what you all do. The oath of office that Jay and Alyssa are going to take in a minute, I just want to say, I know, by the way, that Commissioner Ortiz is also watching, and she knows this also because she goes through this, that the oath of office is actually nearly the same oath that we've been taking since the first Congress in 1789 in our country, in the greatest country in the entire world. And that democracy has stood strong because people vote, they participate, and we've got leaders who take these oaths and live up to them, and look out for the people they represent, protect our communities, and I just want to say thank you for that. That solemn responsibility is not an easy one. It's a significant one, especially now with COVID and all you've done to get kids back to school and small businesses back on their feet and help people through this. And so I just want to say thank you for being wonderful leaders and for living up to the Jersey values that we all hold dear. I do want to say just very quickly, before I swear in Janie, if I can just talk about Councilwoman Chung for a minute, who was first elected to council in 2015. I remember that. I can't believe it's in 2015 already. That's crazy. He served 2 terms with just such wonderful drive and passion and commitment, and always focused on improving lives for the people here. And you never, ever for 1 minute stop that energy. We talk all the time, and just you bring so many ideas and and really just want to make the community a better place. And I can't believe Remus how big he got. It's unbelievable. You keep growing. He keeps growing. You keep growing.
I stopped feeding him and he keeps growing.
It's amazing. You're getting so big, buddy. And your cousin Sarah's here as well to help you be sworn in. Your commitment and love has never wavered for this community. Lived here for over 30 years, since you were middle school. And after graduating from Northern Valley Demarest High School, went to Lehigh and received a BA in legal studies. Growing up, Janie's mom owned an ice cream store in Closter called Yogurt Lovers, where you worked. I know a lot in school and after school. And I know you lost your dad in '97, but the shop was how the family, got through it, and helped you, I think, learn that drive and commitment to hard work that you bring to the community every single day. And now on top of your responsibilities as councilwoman, Janie works as leadership trainer for upper level management at Amazon. She likes to write for food blogs, and where she tests, cooks, and reviews dozens of recipes every month. And you do such a great job representing the community and all your hard work during the pandemic. I know you were on top of it. We talked about it all the time, what you could do. As chairwoman for the Borough's Department of Public Works, you help make sure residents always get the best snow removal and waste removal and community services by working with the Department of Recreation and finding indoor locations. You've been able to turn the borough's summer day camp from a half-day program to a full-day one. And during Hurricane Ida, you were so active in working with FEMA and Environment DEP to help clean things up and get grants and deal with all the issues that we dealt with in the community, which I really appreciate. And you've always got a mind for fiscal responsibility, always asking the borough's chief financial officer to do a second review of the budget, making sure the borough maintains a strong bond rating through these difficult times, which is very important to make life affordable. You're a commissioner for the Bergen County Commission on the Status of Women, where you admin provide personal mentorships to women in high school. I don't know how you find time for that too. You also are the founder of CARE, the Korean American Elected Roundtable, which brings together elected officials from across the state and across party lines, which I think is so important. It's all about ideas and fighting for people, and you just bring so much energy, nonstop go-get-em attitude, which is terrific, which encapsulates your problem-solving abilities, and you even work to help lower property taxes with critical grant awards. So I just want to say thank you and congratulate you. It's wonderful what you do for residents and families, and that you cut red tape and make life more affordable, but work together across party lines. Don't worry about the division, work on unity. I think that's wonderful.
And I did from you.
And I'm so honored to swear you in. So now I'm gonna, and I think, do I do the swearing in after I speak, or I do that now?
You do that now if you like.
Okay, great. Thanks. The mom.
We'll do that later. Is this the Bible?
The Bible?
Yeah.
You raise your right hand. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. I, Janie Chung,
I, Janie Chung,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people,
So help me God.
so help me God.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will impartially
that I will impartially
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of council member
of the office of council member
of the Borough of Closter,
of the Borough of Closter,
Bergen County, New Jersey,
Bergen County, New Jersey,
for a third term
for a third term
to December 31st, 2024,
to December 31st, 2024,
effective January 1st, 2022,
effective January 4th, 2022,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Councilwoman.
Thank you.
I know, I love him. He's the best. Congratulations. We got the big money. How about this for you here? Thanks. I'll throw a little flag back over here.
For me? I just want to say one thing. Sorry.
You're okay to give a speech.
My throat is kind of hoarse. I've been doing a lot of crying the past week. But I just want to say thank you, Congressman, for coming. It means a whole lot to me. I remember when you were first running for office, and that's when we met here in Closter, actually, at Andy's house. And you know, you've been such a great mentor to me. Thank you so much for your words about Ed Rogan. And I wanted to share with you, my last conversation with Ed was about 3 weeks ago. And Ed was a super political nerd. And he was telling me what an awesome job you were doing. So I want you to know that you were on his mind, you know, in his last days, and he was really praising you for your hard work and how you brought the 5th District together, and he thought it was remarkable, and I thought you should know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Alyssa, you're up next.
I'm going to talk about you first. Is that okay? Good to see you. I love what you guys are wearing.
The mayor got it for us.
Mayor, that was so nice.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've had a
He's
I know, Mayor.
He's a classy gentleman.
Classy. It's like the prom here.
We haven't had one lately.
Well, it's an honor, Council President. Thank you so much for welcoming me to swear you in. It's really a huge honor. It was nice to talk to you the other day as well. The Council President was sworn in, first elected to office in 2009, serving your first term from 2010 to 2012, and now your 5th term, which is amazing. Thank you for just continuing to do it and fighting on to fight for people. I think it means so much, and how hard these jobs are, and I just want to know how much I appreciate it. During your time at Council, Alyssa has brought an educational, supportive, and determined mindset that has enabled her to make meaningful changes for Closter. She also, like Janie, is a problem solver. It's all about getting things done and working together to get things done. That starts with being married for 34 years, which is amazing, with 4 children.
Three.
Three children. 3 children. That's good. It's a good thing we got that. I'm sorry about that, but if you need a 4th, I have one to borrow.
It's okay. I say my husband sometimes.
I got 2 kids at home. I got a teenage daughter. You know, well, although you're not born in Jersey, I'll just say that you saw the light and you came to Closter, which was a genius move. And you know, there's nothing like our pizza and our bagels and Springsteen. You understood that early on. You graduated in Hamburg, Pennsylvania, and then you went to Rutgers College, a great school. You received a BA in English and theater arts, and it's made by how many different jobs you worked from babysitting to president of the Thespian Society of the troupe, and you know, part of bowling leagues and the JCC, and you've done so much. And you were once a finalist in the annual Tri-District American Legion Oratorical Contest. I saw that, which is pretty amazing. We still have you speak. You could probably take on the mayor in your speaking. You served on the parent-teacher organization in Closter. Grateful for how much you gave back there, and the principal advisory board for 4 years. Temple Bethel's Board of Trustees for 14 years, promoting the temple and giving back to the community in every which way. And in the borough, you helped as a substitute teacher, continue to give back. And as council president, of course, you have so many hats that you have to wear. Police commissioner, where you focus on diversifying the town's police force, as we just heard about, which is so important, and the first responders. And connecting officers to the community through creative methods like making baseball cards of the officers to give to kids, which I thought was a great idea, really good idea. As liaison to the Closter Library in Northern Valley High School, member of the Human Resources Committee, and serving for 10 years on the Department of Public Works Committee, helping install new street lights and making sure snowplows come through quickly. Soon to start a new adventure and lead the town's DPW to help out on the Ordinance Committee. So I don't know how you do it all, but you also still do yoga, kickbox, read books, go on walks in the neighborhood, and spend time attending theater, a Renaissance woman in every which way. And I'm so thrilled you've been reelected in giving back, and the fact that you all work so nicely together, as I said, I think means so much to me. And that's something that I know I've been here before talking about how important that is, and making sure that the community's voices are heard. Oh, everybody in the community. And I know you're going to continue to fight to open the Blanche Avenue Bridge and help provide normalcy as we recover from the pandemic, and find FEMA grants to address flooding issues, and we're going to claw back more of our tax dollars everything to make life more affordable. And I just want to let you know I appreciate you. I think it's wonderful what you do. And I love that you two are good friends. That makes me happy. Thank you so much, and I'm honored to swear you in. Congratulations.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah, guys. Forgot.
Congratulations.
I, Alyssa Latner,
I, Alyssa Latner,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established within the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will impartially
that I will impartially
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of council member
of the office of council member
of the Borough of Gloucester,
of the Borough of Gloucester,
Bergen County, New Jersey,
Bergen County, New Jersey,
for a term from 12/31/2024,
for a term from 12/31/2024,
effective January 4th, 2022,
effective January 4th, 2022,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Councilwoman.
Thank you.
Brought this for you also for a picture here.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to say I'm not doing this here. Max doesn't want to do it. Max, where's that? Nice. You like it? Yeah. I also brought you.
Oh, my goodness.
That was an extra party gift. I believe it's over the Capitol for you.
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
Okay. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Congratulations.
thank you.
Congratulations.
I know, I am smiling. I am smiling.
Council President. Thank you so much.
No,
Thank you.
so much.
Big applause for all of that. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, John.